I'm Jaden.
And I'm RJ.
Today I'll be talking about the writing process.
And I'll be talking about the rhetorical triangle.
Okay, so the writing process consists of 4 steps: pre-writing, drafting, revising, and editing. And for the pre-write, once you get an essay prompt, you'll first have to find your idea and build upon it by using proper planning and structure. There are many ways to pre-plan for your essays by using mind maps, clustering, journal entries, and free writing. The two most popular ways are brainstorming and free writing. Free writing is basically just writing anything that comes to mind down with just not worrying about mistakes. Brainstorming is the use of just writing your topic down and then just expanding upon it. Step 2 is drafting. Once you've constructed a plan that you're confident with, you'll begin writing your draft. One thing to remember is that you don't need to stress about what you're writing down. Just write it down, because more than likely you're going to write more than one draft. Alright, the third step is revising. Revising your essay is very important because it directly affects the outcome of your paper. Revising is very helpful for you to look back at your paper for any mistakes. For example, if you didn't meet the required word count, you have to add more content. And also rearranging key plot points to make your story flow better. And the last step is editing. Editing is a very important step because after you filled your content with essay, it's time to go and check for gender and clarity and punctuation or repetition in your essay. And it can be very stressful too, so I recommend a second pair of eyes, such as a professor or the writing center.
The rhetorical triangle. The rhetorical triangle is made of 3 main elements: the writer, the audience, and the context. All forms of communication should rely on these 3 factors. The writer. What are the reasons for writing the information you have? Who are you and why are you presenting the information? Where do you stand on the issue and how do you feel about it? To whom am I presenting the information to? The way the writer affects the argument using their identity is known as ethos. The audience. What does the audience look to take away from the information presented? Who is the information provided meant for? How does the audience's own personal beliefs or values affect the information they received? This part of the triangle deals with the emotion of the audience, or better known as pathos. And the last, the context. Whoever the audience is observes the content and the situation of your communication. Is the content provided necessary? What evidence supports your claim? Is the argument given well thought out and constructed? This portion of the triangle targets logic and reasoning, or better known as logos. And that's the rhetorical triangle.